Hey everybody, so this video is going to be talking about beauty pageants. Now if you followed my channel for a little while now, you will know that I competed in March in a beauty pageant called Miss Galaxy Scotland, and that forms part of the United Kingdom Galaxy Pageants. Now in this video I'm going to be talking about my experience with Miss Galaxy Scotland and also a bit about beauty pageants in general. So a lot of people have many common misconceptions where beauty pageants are concerned. People think about toddlers and tiaras and they think of little children being sexualised, or they think of grown women walking up and down on a stage in a very skimpy bikini, flaunting it, makeup, spray tan, etc, etc. So beauty pageants aren't like that really at all. We do have on-stage rounds, but it's not just bikinis. We have, like Miss Galaxy Scotland had a fashion wear, we had swimwear, and we also had an evening gown as well as an opening round. But aside from the on-stage bit, there's a lot that kind of goes on behind the scenes that a lot of people don't see. We have charity work. For example, I raised over £240 for the anaphylaxis campaign, and I raised over £260 for the Christie charity, and I did 35 different appearances, and those ranged from public appearances to charity work to supporting awareness days. So without further ado, I'm going to show some of the photos that were taken. So this is my evening gown, and I had this made by Freja, dress designer in Edinburgh, and it's absolutely gorgeous. I absolutely love it. Now this is my swimwear. Now many people will be confused thinking that is a dress, not swimwear, but that is swimwear. It's not all about bikinis. You can wear whatever you feel comfortable in, and I felt amazing wearing this on stage. This is my fashion wear, and as you can probably tell, I absolutely love blues. Basically everything I had was blue. But this is my fashion wear. This is my opening wear dress, and this was my interview and rehearsal dress, and I've got my sash on in the picture. And all of the photos that I have just shown, Monsignor and Monsignor Photography took them all. This is my sash, Miss East Lothian Galaxy 2016/17. I absolutely love it, and I have it up in my bedroom. It's this just really nice reminder. I didn't win the overall title, but I did win the Congeniality Award, and this award is actually voted for by the other contestants, and it felt amazing winning this award, and I was so happy to win it. This is my appearance folder that I put together myself to basically show everything I got up to. So I was in a local newspaper. This was when I originally found out that I was a finalist. I did awareness work surrounding organ donation, and that was just the I'm proud to be an organ donor sign. Then I visited a community project called the Bridges Project, which helps young people transition from being a child to a young adult. I held my own online beauty pageant for people with chronic illness, disabilities and mental health problems, and I raised over £140 for the Christie. I attended a pageant training day. I supported #SelfieGold to raise awareness of childhood cancer. I supported National Suicide Prevention Day, and that's just the sign there that I used. I attended another beauty pageant called Crown and Glory Scotland. I did a radio interview at my friend's radio station. We did it over Skype though. I was in the Sunday Post. I helped out at a fun day to raise money for the charity Simba, who help with parents who have lost a baby. I donated to British Heart Foundation. I was on a different radio show. I did an interview for a pageant magazine. I supported Invisible Awareness Week, and invisible illnesses are my sort of platform for pageants. I took part in a 5k and I raised over £240 for the anaphylaxis campaign. I was in the Daily Mail online. I donated to the charity To Be Friends, who put feeding tubes and tubes onto Build-A-Bears to help people deal with having tubes. I visited Freja dress designer, and this is who made my evening gown. I helped put together sweet packets for my mum's work with children. I'm not going to show this photo, but I assisted at my mum's classes. Again, I'm not going to show this photo, but I handed out the Student of the Year awards. I set up my own project called Send a Smile Care Packages, where I send out care packages to people with chronic illnesses, disabilities and mental health problems. I took part in the Smear for Smear campaign, which raises awareness of cervical cancer. I was featured on a website called It's My Something. I raised awareness of anaphylaxis by taking part in the Carry 2 campaign, who promote awareness of anaphylaxis. I took part in #KissGoodbye, and that's to raise awareness of sepsis. I was featured again in a local newspaper. I took part in a Say No to Domestic Abuse campaign. I set up my own campaign called Faces of Chronic Illness, where I show the real people behind the name chronic illness. I did a blog post for Beauty Queen Diaries. I donated to somebody's campaign who knitted little chicks and put them over the top of cream eggs. I took part in the #EndIt movement, which raises awareness of slavery and tries to bring about a change. I wore jeans for Rare Disease Awareness Day. And finally, I took part in the #WearItOut campaign for the brain tumour charity. Oh, sorry, no, there's one more. I wore blue for Cyclic Vomiting Awareness Week. So that was all my 36 awareness appearances. So thanks for watching this video, and I'll catch you guys later.